Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis, founder of Radio Entrepreneurs, also CEO and chairman of Mage LLC, management consulting firm. And, we continue to stream stories of leadership, entrepreneurship, and businesses in this ever-changing economy. Over 7,000 interviews, over 1 million people have connected to our stories. Yeah, I always get excited about food companies, food, and I do because that's the business I grew up in, my family business as well. I come out of a family business. Our next guest is Matt Andersen, Chief Innovation and Brand Officer at Calypso Lemonade. Oh la la! Tell us about Calypso Lemonade. I'm a big lemonade fan, so.
All right. Well, Calypso, the company is the corporate name is King Juice Company Incorporated. So it was a founder business. It was founded in 1983, and then the original recipe for Calypso Lemonade was developed in 1985, and then the brand was launched in 2000. So our founder did a great job making a great product, a great brand, and then it converted over to private equity ownership in 2017. And a management team was brought in that had some deep skills within the consumer packaged goods industry. And we've been running the brand since then. And it's grown fairly well, I would say exceptionally well over the past 3 years. So we grew 33% in 2019, 62% in 2020, and we're off to a great start this year as well. So we've, effectively tripled the business. We're the number 2 lemonade now, shelf-stable bottled lemonade in the category. So we just recently passed Brisk, and we're trying to catch Minute Maid, and we're the fastest turning brand as well. And the other great thing about this brand is it's got a strong international presence. So we're in over 25 countries, and over 20% of our sales are actually outside of the United States. So I've always thought that really strong brands have global reach, and this is a brand that has global reach.
So I didn't bring up Minute Maid, you did, and it's not hard to find Minute Maid in various grocery chains. How would you describe the difference between the brands, and what's your brand advantage?
Yeah, so I say the difference between the brands are just how they're positioned in the marketplace. So we are the originator of the flavored lemonade category. So if you look at our product portfolio, we just don't have, we do have the original lemonades and we have the strawberry lemonades, but then we have really unique flavors like Island Wave and Coral Blast. So I think our flavor proposition is very different for the consumer, where it's a little bit of a treasure hunt where they can always find something new and different that they can't find from any other lemonade brand. Also, I think we're positioned very much as a premium product as well. So we're in a glass bottle. We haven't gone the PET route. And, if you look at our visual identity and what we convey on shelf, we truly do believe it really is a premium offering. So that combination of flavored lemonades, unique flavors, and the premium positioning, I think does set us apart in the marketplace.
Very interesting. And I hope you don't mind me asking, since I grew up in a house with a diabetic, do you have, like some of the other brands, let's say, lower sugar version?
Great question. Glad you asked. Yes. So in 2020, we did launch Calypso Light, which is a 0 sugar, 5 calorie offering. And it's been very successful. So one of the things that we like to do as a smaller company, we're very connected to our consumers. And we knew from the feedback that we were getting through our social media platforms or our consumer inquiry that there was a need for, people with particular health conditions that loved our brand, but maybe couldn't consume the core product. And that led us on the path to launching Calypso Lights. So to meet that dietary need, but also do it in a way that stayed true to the brand. So we took, well over a year to develop a product that we think tastes great, because we were not going to launch a product that, was substandard or did not deliver on the flavor expectations of Calypso. And I think if you look at the category, a lot of the 0 calorie offerings out there, they just don't taste all that good. And ours does. And we're happy to say that it's been very successful. And we're almost now, just with Calypso Lights, a top 10 brand with just that sub-brand within the category.
Well, yes, you're right. There can be a wide variety of issues around what's being put into the light product and what they're using for sweeteners. I know that the category is expanding. Just the whole sugar-free category is expanding. So when I'm thinking about that, can you give me a look? Can you open up the window a little bit and tell me a little bit about the next 2 to 3 years, what we can expect? Because, the whole category, of consumable liquid products is changing dramatically. We know that with flavored waters, but also, that this generation of people, they're the first generation in history of the world to consume flavored liquid more than water. And so that trend, I think, is going to continue. So tell us, what's to come?
Yeah, so I think the great thing about our brand is, even though we've grown exceptionally well, I think it's really just the beginning. So I think there's a lot that we can do with this brand in terms of extendability within pack types alone. So right now we are only in market in a 16-ounce single serve offering. We haven't even deployed a multi-pack. So just tapping into shopper usage occasions with either a 6-pack multi-pack or a variety pack at club, that's a big vector of growth for us. But the other thing too is the brand is really extendable. So there's a lot of, I'll call it almost skunk work things that we've done to take the brand to new and interesting places. And whether we will commercialize them in the future, remains to be seen. But one of the things we did pilot is a fermented malt beverage with Calypso, just to see if we could make a great, seltzer, or a hard lemonade rather, not a seltzer, and make it taste great. And we successfully did that. So I think the extended ability of the brand, whether it be pack type or new formats like FMB, are very interesting to us. We could also go the carbonated route as well. So I think there's a lot of places we can play, because I think the brand, because it delivers on those flavor credentials so solidly, and the consumer expectation is there, and we deliver on that expectation, we can take the brand in a lot of interesting places. And I already mentioned internationally. So we have a really strong presence in Canada, the UK, and the EU, but I think the globe is where I think we can participate with this brand.
So tell me a little bit about that wonderful brand behind you. It's an iguana.
It's a gecko. His name is Jojo. So he's sort of the puckish, playful mascot of the brand. He's very active on social media, but we keep him on the Twitter account to keep him, to have some pithy quotes. But he's just another manifestation of sort of the fun island vibe that the brand has, and he's definitely a part of the mix to bring that taste of the islands to life for us.
I think I saw him in human form many times in the Caribbean over my life.
Yeah, so. No doubt you saw Jojo down in the Caribbean.
There's no doubt. Tell me, if somebody's looking for Calypso, I mean, you're saying all over the country, where do they find Calypso? How do we get access?
Yeah, so we are nationally distributed. We have a lot of key accounts. So we're national in Kroger. We've now got permanent placement in Walmart. You can find us in a whole host of national chains within the C-store class of trade. So we're pretty well across the country, coast to coast, and our distribution is at 42%. So that's another avenue of growth for us. So while we have good national presence, there's still more to be gained in market in terms of getting our product into more retailers.
So I'm in New England. I don't hope that's not a dirty word for you, but being in New England, where do you know where I would find you besides Walmart?
We have a great distributor up there with Polar Beverages.
Sure.
Yep. So, the Northeast has been a market that's been our focus for getting more distribution. And so we look forward to that going forward.
And if you notice my logo over my shoulder, the Family Business Association, with the Polar family, we're one of our Family Business Award winners, and just a great family. And I think a family that's known very well out East. So, again, if somebody's looking to find Calypso, how would they find it? Can they go online if they need to?
Yeah, we do not currently right now have a direct consumer service other than specifically sort of in the New York centric area. So if they're looking to find us, though, if they go to the local retailer, like I said, we have Kroger, we also have Albertson Safeway, so we have two large national chains. I think they stand a pretty good chance of finding us. And also, if they go to drinkcalypso.com, they can go on our store locator and they can plug in their address, and it'll pop up locations where they can find the product.
Great. I want to thank you for being on the show today and remind everybody this is Radio Entrepreneur, and I would say it's always Calypso time. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back after this short message.